How about now? Are you getting sound now? Hey, hello. Is that working? Thanks, Ryan, for letting me know. So Ryan says no sound. Hopefully now there's sound. I love my mic, but did I do it again? If I touch it, it silences. It's one of the negatives of this mic. So are we back? We got sound? Give me a thumbs up. Yes. All right. So I'm talking about snow being back in the forecast. I know a lot of people after last weekend are like, "Oh, really? Right now?" Because we're still dealing with the aftermath. I mean, if you're a parent and you've got kids at home on e-learning or whatever, this has been a long week, and now we're looking at more events, but this time it is going to all be snow. Whatever we get, whether it's very little or up to 5 inches, which is the range they're talking about, 2 to 5 inches probably in our region. And the more east you live, the more snow you're going to get. So normally the mountains get walloped, but this time the further west you go, the less you're going to get. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all lines up. But I do want to know in the comments here, I'm going to keep looking for your comments. How do you feel about this? On the heels of the other. Are you excited to have snow? Some of the meteorologists I've been talking with and listening to are talking about how dry this is going to be in terms of it being a powdery snow. So it may not be as good to ball up and play with, but it may make great sliding and sledding kind of snow. Hi, Michelle. Are you excited about snow? What about you, Ryan? Are you excited to see some snow back in the forecast? I do want to pull up a couple of things. So let's start playing around here. Let me see which setup I want to do. I think I'm going to do this one. Let's try this. Let's put my phone in here. Okay, no, that's not what I wanted to do. And welcome into Off Air with Amy.
Oh,
I'm
wow, I've got
Amy
an
Wood,
old
welcoming
video
you
in here.
into an
Okay.
edition that
We're
focuses
gonna
in on
click that
Christmas.
off. I don't know why that's showing up.
Okay, so this is the National Weather Service on my phone. I want to show you that to give you a chance to see. Oh, so Melissa Sargent is saying she is excited about seeing snow in Greenwood. That is exciting for you, I'm sure. And for all of us, right? Because we're all trying to enjoy the winter, but also it's a little much sometimes when it comes on the heels of another system. And oh, Deb likes to watch it fall. I do too, actually. I mean, that's kind of one of my favorite things is to just watch it coming down and seeing what is happening. Hang on one second. I'm going to see if I can get this in there. I've got a preview thing going on that I don't want going on, and I don't know how to make it stop. Let me see. Hang on. Hang on, kiddos. I've forgotten how to do this, which is so funny. It's been a while. What I'm trying to do here, hang on. I'm going to do this, and then, but I want that, I guess it's, I see what's happened. Edit properties. So slot assignment, angle. Okay, that's better. There we go. Okay, so now we can do this better. Okay. All right, so now I'm back. I was like, how do I get myself back in here on the right camera? I had too many cameras up. I have like 3 cameras up, which is crazy. All right, so let's look at this. This is the National Weather Service latest tweet. I'm going to pull Deb's comment down, and we're going to pull up their first map. So this is the probability of moderate winter storm impacts, talking disruption to daily life. And as you can see, in our area, and if I zoom in, you can see Greenville, Anderson, and you can tell that we are in the 50, and as you go west, 60, 70, 80% of seeing some good probabilities. All right, then they've got this. This is the chance for 2 inches. 2 inches of snow. Look on your screen. So let's look. Obviously, the redder, the more snow, which is what I was talking about. The further east you are, the less snow you're going to see. So take a look over here. Franklin, Robbinsville, this is out in Georgia, North Carolina, Toccoa. Okay, 50% in Seneca, 50-60% up in Brevard. But then as you go over to Spartanburg, your parts of Spartanburg County are 80-90%. Parts of Greenville are 50-60%. And then you go on over to Gaffney, where it's 80-90%. Look at that. Union, 70-80% chance of getting 2 inches. All right, then let's start looking at bigger totals. Whoops. Okay, I got to go down. Hang on. Let me see how I can make that go away. Okay, then I can go here. So this is 4 inches. Okay, 4 inches. Anderson, you have a 20-30% chance for 4 inches. Greenville, 20-30%. Spartanburg, 50-60%. Lawrence, 40-50%. Greenwood, 30-40%. But I will say our meteorologists are saying we're all going to see some snow fly. We're all going to see some flurries and some stuff, some action. But the question is, how much will you actually wind up with? Gaffney, 4 inches, 60-70% chance. Forest City, 60%. So there, that gives you a little sense. Union, 50-60%. Spartanburg, 50-60%. And Lawrence, 40-50. So up in Charlotte and that area, they're getting up into the higher number. So it's going to be worse as you go up into eastern North Carolina and up toward Charlotte. All right, snowfall potential more than 6 inches. Yikes. Not many of us. 10-20% for Anderson, Seneca, 10% Greenville, Spartanburg 20-30%, Gaffney 20-30. So you can see most of us have very little chance of that happening. But then you get up toward Forest City, they've got the 30-40%, and it's really up toward Rock Hill and then on into North Carolina where they're going to have the bigger totals. So again, like our meteorologists have said 2 to 5, which makes some sense based on these maps and all the data that they're looking at, which is stuff that I can't even see. I have no idea. Then here's a shot of the cold air that is coming. So we're going to have low temperature Saturday night. Look at this. Ooh-wee, it's going to be cold, you guys. I mean, really cold. So that's crazy. Just that alone is crazy. I do want to do something to this. Hang on, I'm going to edit the properties and just put a different background on this. I don't like that. I would rather have something cheerful like blue. That looks better, right? Doesn't that look better? Done. All right, so that's better. All right, so then so we're going to be really cold. This is the wind chills, minimum wind chills for Saturday night. Up in Brevard, -12. Greenville, -1. Spartanburg, -1. Gaffney, 0. This is this weekend, guys. Saturday night. Anderson, 1 degree. Elberton, 1 degree. Greenville, -1. Greenwood, 1. Lawrence, 1. So we are talking and below 0. Look at Asheville. 14 below in Waynesville. Is that the worst? 15 below in Burnsville. 23 below in Newland. Wow. So yeah, that's going to be a whole thing, a whole nother element. Wind. You want to see the wind gusts? Ooh, 40-mile-an-hour winds up in North Carolina and 25, mid-20s in the upstate. So this is all on Saturday as the storm is coming in. So it's going to be blowing the snow around a little bit too. And especially if it's fluffy and light, we could see some kick up of the snow. All right, so let it snow like it's the 80s. Do you remember the big snowstorms back in the olden days? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so glad I'm back to Mardella. It's good to see you. And Ryan says, I'd love to see it as long as I can get to work the next day. Do you work on the weekend? Because this is hitting late Friday night into Saturday, mainly Saturday, all afternoon, evening, and then out of here, allegedly, hopefully. And then we'll have a recoup day of Sunday. McCormick County, South Carolina. Let's look. Let's go up. Let me see where you're at. I think we're just really looking at... We've got Monroe. What towns are near there? Because I can't really do the counties. We've really only got the upstate counties here. I don't have the Midlands forecast. But it's not going to be much different. I mean, you guys might, be on that eastern side, but you may be too far south. So you're going to have to look. You can also go to, for example, the 7 News app. You can go... when that day hits, any kind of storm is coming through, and you can watch it if a storm is approaching, you could watch it and play forward the future movement of it, which is kind of cool. I love that when there's thunderstorms coming or tornadoes and stuff like that, because you can kind of see the way things are going to track, which can be helpful as you look at the forecast. Let's see what else we got here. Another shot of the very cold Arctic air. Potential impacts and the accumulation, as they say here, will become more clear. I don't know if you can read that really clearly there, but they say stay tuned to the latest forecast because over the next several days, they get to kind of dig into the numbers, see the trends, follow the different models, and they all tend to finally agree on something toward the end, or there's a leaning for the meteorologists of which way it's going to go based on their scientific knowledge and background. And so it does fine tune itself as it gets closer. But yeah, the confidence is up that we are in for something. And again, our meteorologists are saying 2 to 5 inches, which is crazy to think about. Trying to get back to being off of this graphic. How do I get out of this? I guess I just take that off. And then I pull myself up. Is that what I do? Okay. I don't know why this is doing this. Something is weird about this. It is being weird. Okay, let's go live. So here we are. All right. So what else do you guys want to know? Do you have any questions about it? Shelby, North Carolina. Let me go back and look here 1 second because I was on GSP, but I got off of it. Oh, wait. Did I just see? Nope. Let's see what Shelby's showing. Shelby was up here. I had it. Let me see. Where are you? I had Forest City, Gaffney. I guess you're not on this map per se, but I was showing, like, for example, to get 4 inches, Forest City has a 60% chance, Gaffney a 60 to 70% chance. I know that's kind of in the vicinity. So it's that 60 to 70% chance to get higher totals because you are further to the east. But they don't have Shelby on this map, unfortunately, so I can't specifically say. Jay, thanks for asking. So Jay was asking about Shelby, Greenwood. In terms of snow, you're a little bit too far east, but you're going to get some. It's just you're probably going to be on the lower end of any totals. You guys only have a 30 to 40% chance of getting 4 inches. Your chances are higher for 2 inches, 60 to 70% chance of 2 inches in Greenwood. Okay. What did you say? I saw the National Weather Service for them. 40 to 50% chance of 6+ inches in Rutherfordton. Not on this one. Let me see. Rutherfordton. I see Forest City. Is Rutherfordton, I'm trying to remember, is it further east than Forest City? I think it is, isn't it? So you may be, because, yeah, they're 80 to 90% chance of 2 inches, and you're, I think, the 6 inches, though. I don't see that on this. I see 30 to 40% chance of 6 inches. So I don't know. Let's see. Landrum. All right, Landrum, let's look. So Daisy's asking about Landrum. Landrum. So I'm looking at Tryon here. And let me pull it up for you. Let me go back to this and then pull my little self back in there and make this go live. All right. So this is the Landrum look. And I'm only saying that by saying Tryon. So Tryon, and I know Tryon is further north and higher elevation, but it's only a 20 to 30% chance of getting 6 inches. For you guys, you're looking more 40 to 50%, 4 inches, and then you're more likely to see a 60% to 70% chance of 2 inches. So 2 inches. And again, this is the weird situation we're in where the mountains may not be the ones to get all the snow like they usually do. It's going to be places that are further south and east, interestingly enough. Just it's the way the system is moving and grooving. Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, is it to the left or the right on the map? I think it's to the right, I believe. So it might have a little higher chance. Anderson Belton. Okay, let's look at Anderson Belton. All right, Anderson Belton. You guys, for the 2 inches, are looking at 50 to 60%. So that's probably your highest likelihood. And then when you get into 4 inches, 20 to 30%. So not as high chances for that. And 10 to 20% for 6 inches. So you're looking at the lower totals. Uh, More north than Forest City. Okay, thank you. Trying is 4 minutes for me in Landrum. Yes, I know how close they are because I go over there and have tons of friends up in Landrum. Oh, what about Gaffney? All right, Willie. Let's see what Gaffney's doing. All right, this is for 6 inches. Gaffney has, where are you? There you are. 20 to 30% chance of 6 inches. You've got, oh, these are the latest numbers. This could change over the next few days. So just keep checking the National Weather Service numbers to get the latest. But so Gaffney's looking more like a 4-inch snow, 60 to 70% chance for 4 inches. And in terms of assuredness, you're probably going to get at least 2 inches, 80 to 90% chance for 2 inches. Same for Spartanburg. So everybody looks, everybody's some like Forest City, Spartanburg, Union, eking on into Lawrence there. See the bottom there? That's kind of the pink is where you're seeing the really strong likelihood of 2 inches. The rest, you're in 50 to 60% in this beige. And you've got like places like Tryon and Greenville and Anderson, Seneca. And then over here toward Georgia, Franklin, Toccoa, they've only got a 20% to 30% chance of getting 2 inches. So you see what I'm talking about? The further east you go, the more the reds are the more likely that you're going to have the bigger totals and the more snow is going to fall. But 6 inches, you can tell there's barely, if any, there's no red. Is there any? Nope, no red on this. So the likelihood we get 6 inches is questionable, but there are these pockets of 4 inches, right, that are looking pretty solid. So, and then other areas that have a chance to get that way, which is why I think our meteorologists are saying leaving that possibility for 5 inches in there because there is this chance in the probabilities. So you guys are the best. All right, let's see. You bet. What about Shelby, North Carolina? We just talked about Shelby. I didn't have it on the map per se, but what is the closest town to Shelby? Isn't it up in like the Forest City, like in that zone between Forest City and Gaffney, kinda in that? Because that's all here, and this is for 4 inches, and there's a 60% chance and a 70% chance in Gaffney, 60 to 70% chance in Gaffney of 4 inches. So Gaffney, Forest City, Tryon, Union, Lawrence itself. See, Lawrence's city is right in there and part of Lawrence County. But the more west you are in Lawrence County, the less likely. And the more west you are in Spartanburg County, the less likely. So it's a real interesting setup. Really interesting. Anywho, what else do you guys want to know? Tell me some more. Cleveland County next to Rutherford in the east. Okay, so yeah, you guys are going, I don't see it on this map, unfortunately. They didn't put it on here, and I don't have a regular map to look at. But yeah, Lincolnton, Hickory, Marion, Tryon, and this is for 4 inches. So up in Lincolnton and in Charlotte, they have a really good chance, 70 to 80% chance of 4 inches. But nobody has a really huge chance of getting 6 inches, see? I mean, it's just, it's not as likely. So this is the most likely scenario here that these folks in the red are almost, guaranteed to see something pile up. And then everybody else could be seeing flurries or maybe 2 inches if you're lucky. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, let's see. So will the DOT, let's see, Amy, so will the DOT for both states treat the roads once again beginning tomorrow? Yes, they are planning. We talked to road crews today. They are planning, bless their hearts, after all that they've done, they're gonna have to do it all over again. So yeah, and luckily with this system, right, the likelihood of outages is less. So we're not gonna have to worry so much about all of that, we're not gonna have to worry about it being so difficult when it comes to the, oh, I don't know what happened to my phone. Where's my phone? Wait, that's what we need. Okay. So it's going to be concerning for how they have to deal with the roads, but the outages shouldn't be as much of an issue because, um, we don't have the ice piling up on things to add to the weight. Now, we will have some gusty winds. So, I mean, you could have some stuff that just kind of got weak maybe during the last storm and came down. So there could be some outages, but I don't think it's going to be super widespread. It's probably going to be more isolated. Shelby in Cleveland County, next to Rutherford in the east. Let's see who else is talking to me. And Judy really wants snow. And I don't blame you because it's fun when it's just snow. Tryon is close to you. Let's see. Anderson Belton, I did answer that earlier. So I think we're doing well. I think we've handled a lot of questions. I'm going to run. I just wanted to kind of pop on. I had the studio set up. I was recording something for my Off Air with Amy show, and I thought I should just pop on here and say hi and tell you all a couple of things about what's going on and see if you had any more questions or what you were wondering about. But I missed the whole ice thing. I was out of town, and so this will be my first smack of winter. Inman, Spartanburg, Boiling Springs. Hello. Great to see you guys. I love knowing where you are watching from. It's always helpful to get a sense of where you guys are. But I do think we're going to have a definite appearance of the white stuff this weekend. Nicole Collins was saying everybody's going to see something. The question is, who's going to get 5, if anyone? That's an if. And who's going to wind up with whatever other lower numbers we get. So let me see what else you guys are saying. I see another comment. Oh, you bet. Of course. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what everybody gets. And I hope you guys will. In my live, there should be a pinned comment that has my phone number in it. Would love you to put my phone number in your phone right now so that when you are having fun in the snow this weekend, you can start texting me in videos and pictures of what you all are up to at your house. Hopefully it's good stuff. And also if you see anything bad, like power lines down, if don't get close to them. But I mean, if you see anything going on at your property, damage of any kind, maybe with the wind situation, or you just have pretty video of snow or pretty video of your grandkids sleighing or whatever y'all are up to, make sure you send them to us because we want to be able to show that while we're bringing you the news. I'm going to be in. The plan is for me to go anchor. I'll be anchoring Friday evening, of course, and then Saturday, Sunday, I'm going to be working as well. So you guys should. Oh, did my phone? My phone just. My phone just locked. So that's why we're not seeing anything. Sorry about that. I think it just did it lock and turn it off. Did it kick it out? I guess it did. Huh, I got to add it back. I didn't know it would do that. That is really interesting. Well, anyway, that was fun. So yeah, I'll pull myself back up full then because I don't have an option to do that now. All right, you guys. What else do you need to know? Do you need to know anything else? Anything else I can help you with? In terms of big things going on, can't really say that there was a lot of news today that we were covering locally other than getting ready again for more winter weather. That is obviously safety is a number one priority, and that's one of the things we do best in your local news. Hey, Vicky, what are you saying? LOL. Yeah, there are definitely people who love snow, and there are definitely people who don't. I did a poll on my, let's see how that poll turned out. I did a poll on my Instagram asking people what they think of snow. Do they want snow? Hang on. Okay, 53% are saying, whoopsie, lots of lights. Oh, now we're getting that. Let's see. 53% yes, 47% no. So that's the poll result that I'm seeing on snow this weekend. Do you want it? And again, it's going to be late Friday into Saturday, most of Saturday into the evening. Dry, powdery snow. There could and will be travel issues, especially if you get higher totals. No sleet or ice is anticipated. That is not part of this picture. We're not going through what we went through last weekend. This is going to be snow. And again, our meteorologists are calling for between 2 and 5 inches. Oh no, the grocery stores are running low already. Oh no. Are you serious? I need to go to the grocery store. I'm going to have to go get up in the morning and go. Darn it. Why did we tell you guys about this? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I got to do that. I didn't do it tonight. I wonder if I should go now. What time do they close? It's 8:47. I might go now. Should I? What do you think? Tell me. Should I go to the grocery store? Get it over with? I could. Might make it easier. There's probably going to be more stuff left right now than there will be by tomorrow. Because I do think there will be a winter storm watch out by tomorrow, if not already. I keep looking for them to do it. I'm surprised they haven't done it. But I guess it'll be later tonight or tomorrow. Looking to see if they've done anything. They haven't posted in 5 hours on GSP's Twitter. Nothing is there. I know. I've been looking. I keep refreshing. Anything? Yes. So you think I should go? Milk sandwiches. I know. What is it about us that we are so obsessed with getting milk and bread? Oh no. NASCAR Clash race in Bowman Gray Stadium Sunday is in jeopardy. Bob Pockrass from I don't know that. Said if they don't race Sunday, they will run on Monday. If they don't run Monday, Tuesday, etc. Also said they could run in the cold, just worried about the fans. Oh, yeah, the fans. Brr. That would be rough. Hi, Lauren. How are you? Where are you watching from? Vicky says the grocery stores are running low already. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. They won't have any SpaghettiOs. That's the problem. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go to my list of breaking news and see if I see anything I need to tell you about. Oh, I will tell you one of the things. I don't know if you're paying attention to the situation in Minneapolis, but the ICE agents that were involved in that latest shooting, they have been put on administrative leave, which they say is standard protocol, but they wouldn't say it before. But now apparently it is true. You can get milk for cereal and bread for the meat, cheese sandwiches so you can put it outside when you have no power. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I'm singing Phantom of the Opera and I don't really know why. I'm just checking through, making sure there's nothing major going on. A bad house fire in Charlotte, $70,000 damage. Oh, Watertown. Oh my gosh. So my grandmother is from Gouverneur, New York. She is no longer with us, but she and my grandfather lived in Gouverneur, and their big shopping trips were going to Watertown. My mom used to talk about that they'd go to Watertown to shop. So they were in a smaller town than you, but it's way up by the Canadian border. Very cold. I'm doing great. Oh, good old Sparkle City. I love that. Thank you for watching. Let's see what else we got going on. So I'm sitting here scrolling my Twitter. Scrolling the Twitter. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. Oh my gosh. A 43-car pileup in the Central Valley um, of San Francisco because of dense fog. 43-car pileup. This is a tiny bit of the scene there. Do you see it? Jim Cantori is sharing this on Twitter. Look at all those vehicles. Yikes. Not good. Union Dean, thank you. Nice to see you. Bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, and the governor's doing the State of the State tonight. He just did it at 7. I did not watch because I've been paying attention to the weather. I also got some dinner for my husband, so I didn't get to see it. I don't know if you guys watched it. It was streaming on WSPA.com. And I'm going to retweet the governor's link because it will be on YouTube, so you can watch it back. But it's on my Twitter, twitter.com/TVAmy, if you want to see it. It'll take you to the YouTube link that the governor posted, I believe, that he's done. Let's see, it's not live, right? 2026 State of the Union or State of the State address by Governor McMaster. Dun, da, da, da. So you can easily pull that up and watch the full thing. It's a YouTube link. And keep in mind, this is Governor McMaster's final State of the State. So you might want to watch it. This is last time. I'm sure it was somewhat emotional. Oh, and there's my friend hosting it. Neat. So that's cool. A big moment for him. I'm sure it's becoming real that he's leaving office, which is, he's been in office for a long time. I guess he's our longest serving governor. So there you go. So you moved here from New York when you were in 5th grade. It used to be up to the windows. I know. And I remember visiting my grandmother's house, and it would be like way above. And I know I was a little kid, but way above my head. Like I felt like I was walking through a tunnel to go up their front, the walkway to the front door. It was wild. And I used to have those snows in New York, even in lower state New York. Growing up, we would get some really big blizzards where it would snow like a foot an hour, and you'd have to go out and every hour shovel to get ahead of it so that you didn't have to face, 3 feet, 4 feet at once. So we would be out there every hour shoveling. That was the kid job in northern states. You had to, that was what mom and dad like, go back out and shovel some more. So yeah, snow days were not as much fun when the snow's that big. Biggest storm blizzard of 77. Hello. That's awesome. Good to know. Around here, the biggest one was in the 80s, late 80s. And then we also had a big one in 93. And then there've been several big snows here. But the one in the late 80s, that one shut down the interstate. I wasn't here for it, but I came shortly after it. So it was legendary. People were still talking about it. Hey, Pat Justice is watching from Lockhart. Hello. Hope you're having a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so I just wanted to hang out with you guys a little bit, talk about the weather, check out the Twitter, see what's going on. And then, of course, the Democrats give a State of the State response from their perspective on what the governor had to say. So that's all to be found online. So over here on X, what else is happening? Oh, Nicki Minaj was at the White House. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, there she is, hanging out with Donald Trump. The queen of rap. That's wild. So there you go. Let's see. The traders. 95. I would say 93. That's the blizzard of 93 I covered. And actually my photographer, David Finlayson, and I volunteered because we didn't have the overtime budget to keep getting paid. So we volunteered to go up there, and we covered all the what do you call it? The rescues with the National Guard, because we were going up into like Tryon and up on the top of those mountains where people were stuck and could not get out. So they were doing rescues in Humvees, and I was riding along with them with David, and we stayed. The Polk County Rescue guys arranged for my photographer and I to stay at they kind of took us on as like a member of the rescue squad, and they would let us like have food there. They were making chili and all this stuff, and we'd go in there and eat. And then they put us up at some nursing home in Tryon that had a model unit, and they just let us sleep in there. And so we slept there, and then we'd go back to the rescue station in the morning, and it was something. It was wild, but we were up there for a week covering that. Oh, you bet, Dean. My pleasure. Snowmobiles. Oh my gosh. Well, snowmobiles got me in trouble. The one time I rode a snowmobile, I was riding with experienced riders, and I guess, but I'm not an experienced rider. And I think my knee was out too far. And when we crossed paths with another snowmobile, my knee hit them or something. And oh, I really hurt my knee. So I never got on one again. Not that I was super scared. I really didn't come up again as an opportunity, and I really didn't have a huge desire after that. I was like, I'm good. I've experienced it. Yeah, I was done. I was done with snowmobiling. Um, mm, mm, mm. All right, here's some new information from News Nation. President Trump is going to hold a cabinet meeting tomorrow, and a senior White House official tells News Nation it'll be the first cabinet meeting for the year 2026. It is also the first time we will see the president with DHS Secretary Kristi Noem. She will be at the table since the shooting over the weekend. And as Democrats and Republicans on Capitol Hill are calling for her resignation, Trump will meet with Noem privately for nearly 2 hours in the Oval Office on Monday after that shooting in Minnesota. And then they're saying, hold on. DHS Secretary Noem will be at the cabinet meeting tomorrow, and she will be meeting with the president. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens with that. Let's see. All right, let's see. What else? Do you guys have anything for me? What are you guys seeing on the internet tonight? Have you seen anything cool? I haven't seen any cool videos. I always look for cool videos. Um, wow. KTLA, our sister station in Los Angeles, is reporting that rent is now cheaper than buying a home in every major U.S. city. Wow. That's quite the reality. I think for a while there, it had been even more expensive, of course, but maybe that's State of the Union typo. Yeah, State of the Union will be coming up. It will. It will indeed. I'm not sure when. Hey Siri, when is the State of the Union? Hey Siri, when is the 2026 State of the Union? Started giving me old ones. Hey Siri, when is the 2026 State of the Union? She's not cooperating with me. Hey Siri, when is this? Why is she? She's not listening to me. I don't know what to say. I can Google it though. Google for the win. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Stop. Oh my gosh, I'm getting all these ads popping up. Dear Lord, I just want the information. Oh, it's not till February 24th. That's a while. February 24th. So there you go. I have something to look forward to. All right, guys. Anything else you want to talk about? I'm here if you need me. You can text me 864-990-3431, 9 p.m. Yes, it's telecast across the United States. Lots of stations clear the airwaves to bring it to you. And we'll, of course, have it streaming on WSPA.com. Let's see. You know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to go over to my friends at Malarkey News and see what they're saying. They're very good about having local, like, fast breaking. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Let's see what they got tonight. They actually have a lot of little stuff. I'm not going to get into all that, though. It's too many little things. Um, hmm. An assistant principal at Berea High School has been put on administrative leave after an arrest over the weekend. Eduardo Patricio Roman, 55. Malden police made the arrest. Driving under the influence and hit and run. He was a freshman assistant principal at Berea High School. So that's new too. All right. What do you need? Anything else? My new show, Off Air with Amy, this week's edition, it drops on Friday at 12:30. I've got some travel advice and expert advice. If you have any kind of airline tickets booked and this kind of winter stuff pops up and messes everything up, I've got a travel expert that's going to join me. And then I've also got this young man who started a charity at age 5, and it has grown and grown and grown, and it's now 10 years into it. And it's just a remarkable story. And he's won some awards recently. So I heard him speak at the Martin Luther King event in Spartanburg a couple of weeks ago. So I was like, I got to interview you. You're amazing. So he's going to be on the show too. So it'll be great. So we have an inspirational young person, and we have reality check for this winter weather, because this winter weather is like, it keeps on rolling. And so even if you are locally not going to be affected in terms of your own travel, you could have family coming in and they run into this problem. So good information. Anywho, I'm going to run. I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. And I will see you on the news tomorrow, noon, 4, 5, and 6. No, noon. I don't think I'm on the noon tomorrow. I think I'm only doing 4, 5, and 6 because I've got another shoot that I got to do tomorrow. So stay tuned.